I don't know from what, I mean, with specifics, you would have helped us if we came up with a specific. I cannot pinpoint over a specific person. They may have integrity issues, yes, but is that can that warrant? Is it something that has been just sensationalized by other people? I have seen people's names being tarnished even when they are not corrupt. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
I think an area of concern is senior state officials or state officers or public officers, if you like. When names are taken to parliament, you see, our constitution principle is such that some of these state officers, they are nominated by the appointing authority, and then they are approved by parliament before they are appointed by the same appointing authority. Yes. But you realize that instructions are given that these names must pass as they are. So I started by saying earlier that the criteria or the principle of selection into public office, suitability, competency, and personal integrity. That is the guiding principle. So when members of parliament receive instructions, and that's why for us in Azimio we say there are certain arms of government and departments that have been captured. They cannot think, act independently. So they're just pushing. You realize that you end up with the wrong people in the right offices. So what happens? They fail the government of the day. They are not able to perform, and they actually harbor some of those malpractices like corruption that you're talking about. So in my view, I think the starting point is on election.
Okay.
The people of Kenya must elect somebody with personal integrity. So that that person, when he goes to parliament, if a name comes to parliament for approval, and having gone through the vetting process, and he realizes that this person is holding a fake degree, this person is not having integrity, this person is suitable, they can block it. We have seen instances where parliament, there's a time parliament blocked appointment of one of the CEOs who was supposed to be CEO of Kenya Power to be appointed in some institution. They blocked. So it can be done. Two, the issue of perceived corruption that Boit is talking about. When the executive perceives judiciary to be corrupt, it creates suspicion even from the public that are seeking justice in the courts. They actually will not trust the judges. Say, but if the highest authority in the land is saying they're corrupt, why would I appear before them? You see, that creates a problem. So you cannot address that issue. So what I would want to say is that we strongly believe in separation of powers, and we strongly believe in working institutions. What we must do, even as Kenyans, we must strengthen our institutions, support our institutions, and also shout when our institutions are not performing as expected. That way, we will be growing democracy, we will be growing institutions. But when we go accusing, counter-accusing, every institution will come out and defend themselves. And when they defend themselves, it will be chaotic. So for me, I think that in fighting corruption, number one, particularly, you know, there are these small corruptions down there. A police officer receives a bribe of 200, 100, 500, but there are mega corruption, economic crimes that have costed Kenya's money. Let me give an example. If today, money is set aside for building an intensive care unit, and that money is stolen, you are actually a murderer who is stealing that money, because you are denying people oxygen, you are denying them Medicare. If money is set aside for building bridges, building roads, and when the vehicles pass there, they cause accident, you are actually the murderer. You should be crucified and hung till you die. Because you are a murderer.